task at hand before worrying about free agency.
I said it from day one, we're going to be us. I think Kawhi Leonard is a superstar, and we're going to treat him like a superstar, but we're also going to do all the natural things that I think will help us get to that level to convince Kawhi that this is the place for him. And the future conversations I've had with Kawhi about the Golden State Warriors, and that's his mindset. His mindset is what is at hand right now. What's the job right now? And the job right now is to beat the Golden State Warriors.
See, what are the chances the Raptors can hold on to Kawhi if they win the finals?
The more games they win, the better their chances are. Right now, the Raptors are in the driver's seat because he plays for them. And where they're at, they're in the special time. All the finals are, they're memorable. And if you can continue to build on the memories that he has created. Right now, Kawhi Leonard, in the limited number of playoff games he's played in with the Raptors, he's third all time in playoff scoring for the franchise. All right? And if he can pull off 4 more wins, it's the type of environment where he's worried about his basketball game. Am I going to get better? And he's gotten better. So now he's worried about his health. They've hired a doctor. That relationship has been well between the doctor, Kawhi, how much he's going to play, load management, all those types of things. He's very, very comfortable with his teammates there. And the last thing is, man, Kawhi Leonard's about basketball. He's about trying to be better. All the other things that we talk about with the other players, it's not as if Kawhi is an odd guy. He's just different than them. He just wants to be good at basketball. He's a Southern California kid, but right now playing in Toronto, they have the biggest draw on him because they have the biggest stage.
And Kawhi said something very interesting. It was either yesterday or the day before when he said, listen, I played with the Spurs my whole career. We came here once a year. I was in this city one day out of the 365 days a year, going to work that day and then out on a flight either that night or the next day. He said, now I'm living here. Now we're playing 41 games here. You get to really understand the fans, understand the environment, understand the city. So Toronto is in the best position they have been in since the moment they traded for him. But unless the Raptors get wiped out in this series, which I don't think anyone's going to pick. I don't know what your pick's going to be, but my guess is both of us, whomever we're picking, it has this thing going 6 or 7 games. I think Kawhi is going to have full license to go anywhere, and Toronto, even if they lose, assuming it's a competitive series, has made as strong of a case as they possibly could have.
I can tell you right now, his opinion has totally changed since the first day. When he showed up 2 days after the trade and he met with the general manager, his overall attitude, because that was not one of the teams that he wanted to be traded to. So they've had that type of impression on him.
Before we move on quickly, give me the sales pitch from Toronto, besides the fact that we have a good team and we can win. What are you selling them on besides going home, being able to play closer to where you grew up, all of it?
Well, I think it's we can pay you the most money. We're a championship-level team. We have stability within the organization, and this is, look at our fan base. And if the negative sales pitch, as far as they're really, in my mind, competing with the Clippers at this point, first and foremost, if not exclusively. The negative sales pitch that you sell on the Clippers is they can offer you all these things. They can't offer you this fan base. You will go to a city where you don't even have the full support of that city. Here you have the full support of a country. And so I think that's the sales pitch. I also don't know that it will matter to Kawhi. And he has played so well. And the only thing that's hurt Toronto about this run, is it has absolutely validated Kawhi's opinion that I do not need to play with another star. We become a contender wherever I set foot. So that hurts the Lakers a ton, hurts the Knicks potentially, I think, a lot, but it could help the Clippers enormously, right. Which is, what's the difference between the Clippers this year and the Raptors this year? One of them has Kawhi Leonard and the other one doesn't. So I still think even if they win the title, Kawhi could do something that's damn near unprecedented in NBA history, be the best player